One of the nice things about mini RC cars is that they are small enough that you might be able to build your own track in your own backyard. What we're going to do here today is show what about 4 weeks worth of work is compressed down into 4 minutes. One of the first steps in making this a successful project is to really have a good idea about the size and space that you have available and to have a plan. It's okay to start small like we did here, and in this little sketch that I have future expansion as needed. The next step in planning out the track is to physically transfer the paper layout onto the lawn in the backyard. At this point, it's okay to change your mind or change the layout because all you've laid down is paint and haven't started any real physical work in removing any of the grass just yet. After the general layout of the track has been laid down, I went ahead and just used a regular string trimmer and started edging the boundaries of the track. After I was generally happy with how the edging has been done, I went ahead and took my lawnmower and slammed it all the way down to as low as it could mow and started mowing the grass as low as I could without really scraping the blades into the dirt, just so we could have lower surface for some sort of RC car to drive on so we could test how this track would flow. Now it's time to have a little bit of fun. Here we have our 1/8 scale ARRMA 223S brushless buggy. It looks a little bit clumsy on screen because the grass is still kind of bumpy, but this gave us an idea as to the general flow of the track, and if at this point we wanted to change the layout, we still could because we could just regrow the grass and cut out a new section as needed. Now it's time for the most time-intensive and labor-intensive step of this entire process, and that is grass removal. We decided that using hand tools, just like the spade, shovel, and a hand rake, would be sufficient for what we needed. It took a little bit of time, but we were able to get the results that we wanted. First step is essentially just marking down the edges by digging the shovel down about 2 to 3 inches, and once I had about 2 to 4 feet of each side of the lane marked out, I would just go in and scrape off the top layer of grass. Again, that's about 2 to 3 inches. We didn't want to scrape down any lower than that because we wanted to avoid having to backfill with any additional dirt. After the grass had been scraped off with a shovel, we would go back with a rake and just roughly smooth out the section of track that we just finished working on. And after we had done about 10 linear feet or so, we would go back with a hand tamper to smooth out the section that we just finished removing the grass from. After we had cleared the entire length of the track, we were pretty much left with this nice loamy dirt that we just used to fill and smooth out sections of the track using a push broom. And certain sections there were some roots that we would pile additional dirt onto and kind of made a jump of the feature that was already there just to compact the dirt on either side. After the whole track had been compacted again, we let this guy have a go at the track, and although he can corner harder and run faster than anything else we have, he does not respect track boundaries, but what can you do? All in all, my best grass removal rate was probably about 5 linear feet per day, and we have about 4 weeks worth of work into removing all the grass and compacting all the dirt once we were finished. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, please comment below and we'll try to get to them as soon as we can. Otherwise, thank you all very much for watching and see you all in the next video.